AITA for not changing my wedding date. My wife and I have been married for 4 years in a civil marriage. My wife is Catholic, but I never wanted to be married in a church as I was completely an atheist. My wife wanted to, but out of respect for those who believe, I just did not want to. Also, my wife was mostly Christian by culture, not much by faith. Since then, religion came into my own life. I went from being an atheist to a believer, and after being baptized in the Catholic Church this year, I proposed to my wife. During my conversion, my wife also came back to her religion and built a faith. The wedding is a little event, not many people invited, planned in 2 months. The chosen date is the same as our civil marriage anniversary, so it means a lot to us. We are moving our wedding from civil to spiritual. So even if it is a small event, like a something modest, planned in 2 months, aligned with our spiritual life, we take what we consider spiritual gifts as they come, it is still something important to us. Anyway, whatever the faith, this date is important to us. But recently, a great uncle in my wife's family passed away. It was someone my wife knew and loved, but did not see frequently, so it is not a moral obligation for us to attend the funeral. It is quite far away, and we have a baby. It turns out the only date his family found is the same as our wedding date. My wife and I discussed a lot whether to move the wedding date so that people from our family could attend the funeral. But out of the 20 invitees, the only person who could go is my mother-in-law. Uncle's sons told us how sorry they were for having chosen the same date, indeed, not their fault, and how much they would love for us to celebrate love and happiness on this day. So there is absolutely no requirement from them for us to move the date. But my mother-in-law is starting to become very bitter, accusing my wife of not making an effort to move the date for such a small and unplanned wedding. It is not such a big deal if we moved the wedding. There is no event catering service nor a wedding hall to reimburse. She is starting to say that we are breaking the family's cohesion and that we are making her choose something absolutely terrible. But this comes in a long history of my mother-in-law choosing for my wife and my wife trying to emancipate from her mother, despite the strong love between them. So, we chose not to move the date. My mother-in-law is torn between marrying her daughter, my wife lost her dad, by the way, and burying her uncle. But we don't think this terrible choice is our fault, and we are blessed by the family for keeping the wedding. We indeed feel immensely sorry for this turn of events, but we don't think we are required to change the date. So, AITA for not changing the wedding date. Edit, to clarify, the wedding is in 6 days. We have been planning this for 2 months. The uncle passed away 3 days ago. We absolutely don't blame her for whatever choice she will make. Both choices she should make feels terrible for us because of the dilemma she would live with, but whatever the choice, we would take it with charity.